what's your problem with Shady?
Everything.
Like what?
Everything.
What didn't they do contractually that they said they were gonna do?
What? Oh,
What didn't they do contractually?
I don't live by contracts, bro.
We got to, bro.
What do you mean?
We put our name on a contract.
I don't give a fuck. Wait, all right, see, that's where I'm different. That contract don't mean nothing to me. I break contracts all the time. What is that contract?
When we first got our deal with Shady, we had a song called Session 1 on one of M's projects. He was trying to, put the group on one of his projects. I think it was going to be a bonus cut or something on one of the albums. And, we're new to the label. Let me share my platform with the group. Right. So we do Session 1, and all the Slaughterhouse fans know Joe Budden isn't on Session 1. Well, why isn't Joe on Session 1? Joe was signed to another label. He was caught up in some paperwork.
Was it E1 at the time or something?
He was signed to Amalgam Digital. Okay. And they called over to Shady like, hey, we have him under contract. You have to get a clearance from us to have him appear on that song, right? So we're like, wait a minute. Because all of us went in as supposedly free agents to sign this deal with Shady. And come to find out, Joe was under paperwork. He said that they forged his signature and that wasn't him. And the group was put on a shelf for a minute while he was fighting Amalgam Digital in court. And we were waiting on Joe because we couldn't move forward. Now here we are with a brand new deal with Shady Records, and we can't even really move forward as a group because we got to wait on Joe in court. And that took months, let me tell you. That took months, right? So after the signature expert determined that was his signature on the contract, we was able to figure out how to move forward
after that.
You know what I mean?
Yo, it's Big Ant, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in real quick. Controversial Joey, man. The clip y'all heard in the beginning was an interview that Joe Budden had did a while back with Kxng. Never came out in its full context and everything like that. And I specifically remember Maul speaking on this and saying this is why this interview was not put out in its whole entirety and everything like that. And we didn't see the whole interview was because Joe said some things that was not in his favor in there. So this is now on Kxng YouTube channel. I guess he got sent a version of it by Joe Budden to where he put it out as a form of what they say now. Everybody be like, nigga, I got receipts, nigga. We got context. Joe never put this content out saying this. Because I'll be honest with you, no matter how you look at it and slice the pie, you saying that, and then what Joe said, he doesn't honor contracts. Then we go back to what happened with Rory and Maul, with their situation where they say that he wasn't doing the business right and honoring the contract. Then there's another instance in your career where they said you signed the contract and then said your signature was forged. They went to court, had an expert basically say that that was your signature. So once again, it's a time of you not honoring the contract, and that's 3 times that we just see publicly. Joe doesn't have to defend this, doesn't need to defend this unless he wants to. I'm just saying it is what it is at this point. He can come out and say, hey, bro, my nigga, I said that at that time I was just talking shit, but I really do honor contracts. He can come out and say that. But if that's how he moving, that's how he moving. The back and forth is going to be consistent until they just get burnt out on it, and it's all based off of this Slaughterhouse album. The last episode of the Joe Budden podcast, him and Royce spoke on everything. Royce is more upset because his loyalty was betrayed and his image was betrayed in how everything played out, in my opinion. And he put his life and everything on the line for the Slaughterhouse brand, and he didn't want to see it get done like that. But Crooked Eye, King Crooked, and Joel are like, hey, bro, we ain't got time to be waiting on Joe Budden, bro. He full of shit. Now, let's be clear here. If you work with Joe Budden and this nigga has the opportunity to fund your projects or do business with you, but he's told you to his face that, hey man, I don't honor contracts. And then we were in a group together and you had a contract situation fucked up, then the situation happened Royal Mall. If I'm King Crooked and I jump back into business with you and it don't work out, who do I have to blame but myself? Just being honest, bro. A nigga can only take your word for it. Now, this is being fair, bro, where we've all probably said things we don't really mean. We've all got things that could get put out a certain way. And damn, why did I say that? But in Joe's case, it just is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We might have all said things that ain't in our favor before. But I'll be honest, your track record just ain't looking on the up and up, man. Just keeping it 1,000. Joe Budden, that nigga in the podcast space, like I always say, it's like a TV show, bro. It's like we watching a TV show. It's just, the thing is, it makes it more little because this is a real nigga and it's not a TV show. As in, a real nigga as in this is a real person. Like, a real person actually in the human flesh. Not a fucking character you're reading a script from. That's just what it is. Subscribe to the channel, Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in real quick. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all want me to keep continuing to cover this? Y'all keep hitting me up and sending me videos. So we going to keep doing it for right now, man. 1,000. Stay on your pivot for shit show. We got more coming. Tap in. Hit that notification bell to catch the links when they drop, man.